Here we go, yeah, we're trying to lighten your load. I know this week was tough, the devil put on the show, but oh, what he didn't know, yeah, God is on your side, and for this moment you were chose. Take that. We tough, yeah, but we tough. Made for this, who, we, us. So walk around with your mean mug, or sit back and kick your feet up. Heart is heavy, but the love is steady. Turn the volume up and get ready, cause the show is about to begin. Welcome everybody to 3-Day Weekend. Episode 3, we back, baby.
We back.
Yes, sir. We have an exciting show for you today. Shanika, give them the rundown.
On today's show, we'll be talking about the Jeezy and Gucci versus battle. We're talking about Thanksgiving, your favorite food, and what your plans are. We'll also be talking about the upcoming NBA season, and we have a Thanksgiving game.
I'm ready to power up on this food.
Me too.
But I'm ready to power up on that game too, because you know you're going to take this L.
No.
Alright, here we go. Episode 3, let's go. The versus battle. Jeezy versus Gucci Mane. What did you think about it?
Well, the part that I saw, I thought was good and childish.
Good and childish.
Yeah, good on one side and childish on the other.
You know, I was actually confused because when I first heard about the challenge, the versus battle, it was Jeezy versus T.I.
Yeah.
And I'm like, when did this switch up? Like, when did they decide to hit him with the switch up?
I don't know. Something about apparently Jeezy initially wanted Gucci.
I think I did hear that, but Gucci declined respectfully.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened.
But you know, it's a lot of history between them, like bad history, and so maybe that's why he chose to pass on it the first time. But he ended up accepting.
Yeah, and showing up.
They did the versus battle. And I'm going to tell you, I've been a Jeezy fan for the longest. So going into the battle, I was biased already because I never really listened to Gucci Mane music. I like his radio hits, but I never really listened. I could never really get into his albums. Mm-hmm. Really, Jeezy couldn't do no wrong.
I think that's everybody when you listen to a versus. You already got the person that you like.
Well, that's not necessarily true.
Remember, goes in biased.
Remember the Fred Hammond and Kirk Franklin? Well, I know you were biased.
I mean,
but I wasn't. I think they're both great.
I do too.
And I like them probably both equally.
See, I don't. I like Kirk more than I like Fred Hammond. So in my mind, Kirk can do no wrong by me. So
right.
It was some songs that, yeah, I felt Fred Hammond, the way it was lined up, took the song or whatever. But I think Kirk Franklin.
Yeah, but back to Jeezy and Gucci Mane. I'm going to tell you my favorite part of that versus battle. And supposedly, I didn't even know this because I didn't catch the beginning of it, but supposedly Gucci was dropping diss records all night from what I heard.
I can't say I'm surprised.
Why you say that?
Because just the small part that I saw when he had this song about his friend or whatever, I mean, he just seems childish and like he was there. The only reason he accepted was to me to like rub it in and to throw disses, and it didn't seem like he was really there for a battle. Because if you think about the songs, I don't listen to Gucci, but I know the hit songs. And that piece that I saw, like you had to be like a diehard fan to know them songs. Didn't nobody know them songs. I think when you're doing verses, you trying to do the popular stuff that people know, not like your day one fans from your first album. We don't know that.
Well, Gucci was getting on Jeezy because he was playing all his old hits. He was
like,
man, he ain't got no new hits. Gucci had some new songs that was jamming.
Yeah,
like that song he got with Drake.
Yeah, I think some of his hit Jeezy's are still better.
I agree.
Even if they're old. Just because they old don't mean when you hear them, you don't feel a certain type of way, or you don't want to listen to them just because they old. Some of the old songs can be better than some of the new mess people put out.
Let me tell you my favorite part. When Gucci played the song you was talking about earlier where he was talking about his friend got killed or something. And it was Jeezy's turn. And Jeezy was like, yo, when I extended my hand out to you, like he started talking some real stuff. Mm-hmm. After he was talking, he dropped that get your mind right.
Yeah.
Bro, I almost lost it, dog. You was watching with me. You saw me lose it. Because it just, and you know what? I actually think that was planned. I really feel like they probably knew what songs or knew that song was coming up. And I think the DJ had already had his finger on the button because he knew when to drop it. I think that was practiced.
I don't know if I can say I think it was practice, but the plan part, like realistically, even if they don't know the lineup of what the other person is playing, you gotta know at some point they're gonna play certain songs. So I think, yeah, Jeezy probably knew he was gonna play that, and then after he played that, he knew what song he was gonna play next. I can't say that I think it was like rehearsed, but in some sense, to me, all of them are planned because you got to think of what the other person is gonna play and what you gonna play, and kind of plan it out like that. So I think in some sense it's planned, but not like the whole show was planned and rehearsed, the whole thing, and they knew this and who's gonna say what and all that kind of stuff.
I say this, I applaud those two gentlemen because it was at a point where they couldn't even be in the same room with each other. It's been some real stuff that happened between their two beefs. And for them to be in the same room performing and then at the end perform a song together, I think that was big. A lot of people hold grudges forever.
Yeah, I was seeing some posts people was saying, I want to reach Jeezy's level of maturity.
Right.
And different stuff. And some people was like, no, I ain't there.
What about you? You think you there?
Probably not.
You know what? I don't.
And it depends, honestly, on the situation. Like, if it's some stuff where I know you're really just trying to get under my skin, and at the same time, too, you have to think Jeezy had time to prepare. Probably if I had time to prepare and knew what this person was already mad about, already gonna come at me with, like, I know they're gonna be doing some stupid, childish stuff. And again, I don't know if I would be to his level, but I would know that they gonna come with some stupid stuff. It's the unplanned stuff, like where you catch me off guard. That I'm probably not to that maturity level.
I think Jeezy has reached a level of peace that a lot of us strive for in situations like that. Because to do like a little self-reflection, I don't necessarily feel like I hold grudges, but when I'm mad, I just need my time to decompress, reevaluate the situation and stuff like that. And then for the most part, I feel like I can move forward. When you reach that peace, it's not much that can knock you off your
that's
stuff.
True.
I think we should all strive for something like that because
I mean, that's a good way to be when you know there's nobody that can like knock you off no matter what you come at me with. You can't bring a different side out of me, or I'm not gonna let you get me to a point where I'm coming out of myself.
Exactly. Then what does it really solve, or what good can come out of it?
Yeah, I haven't read this book, but I heard someone say a clip or a snippet out of Michelle Obama's book where she's talking about when they go low, you go high. Exactly. And I hear it again. I listen to The Breakfast Club a lot, and Charlamagne talks about it. And he talk about how if they go low, I'm going lower. He ain't reached the point where he can go high yet. Right. Yeah, I think that's a good quote.
Yeah, absolutely. So you think Jeezy or Gucci won?
Jeezy.
I'm going to say everybody won. And the reason being is because I think they set real good examples for the younger generation. Because all of these beefs and these rappers getting killed, and life is too short.
Yeah, nobody got shot.
Every day is not promised.
No.
So we got to operate with more love and be the examples that we want to see.
Yeah.
Well, that's our take on the Jeezy versus Gucci Mane.
What y'all think? Who do you think won? Jeezy or Gucci?
Hit us up on the IG. Hit us up on the YouTube channel. Let us know what you think, all right?
They want to hear the Thanksgiving song. All right. This is a Thanksgiving song. I hope you enjoy it. Love to eat turkey. Love to eat turkey. I love you. Love to eat turkey. 'cause it's good. Love to eat turkey like a good boy should, 'cause it's turkey to eat. So good. That clapping's messing my head up, man.
Thanksgiving is this week.
Thursday.
Yeah. Is this your favorite time of the year?
The time I like the end of the year. I don't know. Well, yeah, I like the end of the year. I don't know if it's my favorite holiday.
Right.
I think Christmas is my favorite holiday. And then probably Thanksgiving because you get some real good food.
This is the beginning of a real good time of the year.
Yeah.
This is my favorite time of the year.
Yeah.
Because
I like that. And my second favorite, well, I don't know. My favorite time of the year is March. Then my second favorite time of the year is around the end of the year, the holidays.
Yeah. I find myself not as excited. Even though I love Thanksgiving, I'm not as excited as I've been for my whole life when Thanksgiving come around. And really is because of the pandemic. Mm-hmm. Normally, every year my family gets together and we have a real good time. Mm-hmm. We have a good time. We get together. Everybody's cooking. Everybody's fellowshipping and just spending time with each other. This year is not going to be the same. I was at work and I got a text from my mom and she was like, Thanksgiving canceled. And I'm like, Thanksgiving cancel? How you canceling Thanksgiving? It's because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Like my parents are older and so they don't want to be around all these people and having a bunch of people over. And I can understand because I'm at work every day. I'm coaching. I'm around a lot of kids, around a lot of people. And everybody's not taking the precautions that they need to be safe during the pandemic. And I would hate
to bring something
around my parents. So she tells us that Thanksgiving is canceled. And
so I think to me this year, I guess it's not such a big thing that because we're going to be at home, but we were at home last year. So I can't say this Thanksgiving is such a change from last year because we was at home.
Last year, was that your first time cooking a Thanksgiving meal like by yourself?
Everything.
You know what? That reminds me back when I was growing up and we would have Thanksgiving. My mom and my auntie, they would pretty much take care of all the food items.
Yeah.
And my cousins, my older cousins, they doing all the cooking. And as I got older, all that stuff started to change. They was like, okay, what you bringing?
Where your funds?
Exactly, or something like that. For the people that know me, I can't cook. I mean, I don't like to cook and I'm just not patient enough for it. It just takes too long for me. And so they start asking us what we bringing and stuff. And I'm like, I got the drinks. I'll bring some soda or some water and juice and something like that. But I never had to cook or anything for like Thanksgiving or nothing like that. And that's what made me think of when you said that was your first time last year.
Yeah, cooking everything because
it was good.
Thank you.
Didn't you do like a ham or something?
Well, so I do the ham every year. I've been doing the ham for a couple of years. Even before last year, I would cook us a ham because we would go Black Friday shopping. So we would have like sides and stuff to take home.
We'd be having a carb up for that Black Friday because Shanika had me out all night. All night looking for
in the streets.
Looking for movies.
That's not the only thing.
That's about the most.
I like to go to Old Navy and I like to go to New York and Company, but they closed now because I would get me some work clothes.
Yeah, you did. That's true.
And the rest probably was like movie. We would go to the stores. Like we would go to the mall. I remember one year we went to the mall. We go to the stores. I don't think we.
I'm gonna tell you what we really be doing. We be walking off all that good Thanksgiving food that we had. I can't say
that because when we come home, it be super late and we be hungry, so we eat again.
What's your favorite Thanksgiving meal or food or item?
So my favorite food, I would say, is macaroni and cheese.
I was just getting ready to say it. I ain't want to cut you off though.
Did you know that?
I did. It was a thought in my mind. I thought that you
I
was gonna say
like
that.
macaroni and cheese. I mean, and honestly, you can have macaroni and cheese anytime, but that feel like Thanksgiving with macaroni and cheese, and I like ham.
Yeah, I like macaroni and cheese, but Thanksgiving ain't Thanksgiving unless you have like some real good stuffing.
Dressing.
Stuffing, dressing.
No, it's different.
What you mean it's different?
Stuffing is the box stuffing. Dressing.
What?
Yes. Dressing is
It's the same stuff.
It
It's just
is
people call
not-
it different stuff.
It's different.
What your mama call it?
Dressing.
Okay, well,
I've
heard it said both ways. I think my family calls it both things too. Mm-hmm. But you say that's not the same thing.
Stuffing is at the box.
But you can't make stuffing?
I don't know, but
I'm sure you can.
That don't sound right.
Okay. Yeah, I believe that Thanksgiving, you got to have some good dressing.
Dressing.
You got to have some good macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
Shout out to my cousin. She makes some good macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, I like dressing.
Shanika, your macaroni and cheese is real good too.
Thank you.
I really
found a
enjoy it.
recipe online.
You use about 5 different cheeses
Yeah,
and
it's
stuff.
a lot of them.
If you come over here and y'all look into our refrigerator, we have so many different cheeses. It's ridiculous.
Not that many.
It is
It's not
ridiculous.
that many. But I like dressing too. My thing though, I only eat my mom's dressing. I haven't had.
You haven't had mine? My mom's?
No.
You haven't had my sister's?
No.
You haven't had anybody in my family's dressing?
No. I never get it. I never get it.
Girl, you don't know what you missing.
I get my
now
mom's.
you know my family throws
I
it down.
know, but I'm just so used to my mom's dressing, and then I be thinking, when you look at dressing is not something that just look good. You know, like it's not like, ooh, this looks appetizing and just real good.
I've had your mom's dressing. It's good too.
You have it every year because she makes me some. I put it in the oven to let it cook, and that's usually what we have, like that Friday or Saturday with the rest of the meat.
Right.
And I have to have dressing with cranberry sauce. I will not eat it without it.
Yeah, that's good. So what's on the menu this year?
You
know, I actually said that I was going to cook something.
You did.
But I haven't decided yet.
Well, you better decide because we got to go to the store and we're not going to be out there in that craziness with all the people in the store.
Right. So what's on the menu?
We having ham.
Of course.
Macaroni and
of
cheese.
course.
I think
Have
I'm
you
gonna
ever
do
made
some
dressing?
collard greens. No.
Why don't you make some dressing this year?
I'll have to call my mama. Macaroni and cheese. We'll have some dressing that she'll provide.
Okay. I think you should try something this year.
I'll call her and ask her. And we gonna have, I like turkey legs and turkey wings. I'm not a big whole turkey. Like I can't cook I can't say I can't cook. I've never tried to cook a whole turkey. We don't eat a lot of turkey. I'll get tired of turkey. I'll eat the ham and some of the turkey. But we'll probably have some turkey legs. And
she
maybe
got the food and I got the drinks. We're going to have some lemonade from Chick-fil-A. We're going to have some
You need
Coke,
to look up a
some
recipe.
Sprite.
That's what you can do. You can look up a Pinterest recipe to make us some Thanksgiving drinks.
I'll try that.
You could do that.
All right. I am going to cook something. I just don't know yet, and I'll get it together.
Okay.
As soon as possible.
As soon as possible.
You know what I really missed that we didn't do this year?
What?
A Friendsgiving.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever had a Friendsgiving.
We never have, and I really wanted to do one this year, but everybody wasn't available on the day that
on the
we wanted
same
to
dates,
do it.
and too, a lot of people, and it's still the pandemic.
So hopefully next year we
next
can have
year.
a little Friendsgiving.
And we can have our backyard together by then.
Yeah, we're going to do it big. If we're going to have a Friendsgiving, our very first one, we're going to do it big. We got to.
So what do y'all like? What's y'all's favorite food? Do you like turkey, dressing, sweet potatoes, macaroni and cheese? Tell us what y'all like.
Collard greens.
Collard greens.
Is that a Thanksgiving food? Or is that
I'm
a Sunday
cooking
dinner
some.
food?
I think a lot of Thanksgiving food is Sunday dinner food.
Right. Now we know Thanksgiving is not going to be the same this year. However, it still is important that you still spread your love to your loved ones because, again, life is not promised. You never know what may happen, and 2020 has been a rough year for everyone. But hopefully, Thanksgiving, everyone will have a blessed Thanksgiving and
enjoy yourselves no matter what y'all doing. If y'all with family, if y'all by yourself, just have a good time. It's a day off work.
Yeah, eat good.
Eat good.
Oh, and watch them football games. So, all right.
This game's in the Admiral refrigerator. The door is closed. The lights out. Butter's getting hard. The eggs are cooling, and the Jello is jiggling.
J Squad.
Believe that a new NBA season is upon us already.
Seemed like the other one just ended.
It really did. The Lakers were crowned the 2020 champions.
Yep.
And it just seemed like it just happened.
Yeah.
Shout out to King James.
Oh, don't start. Do not start.
With his 4th ring.
Yeah, okay.
And here we are in November. Next month, the season starts on the 22nd.
Really?
Yes. I almost feel bad for the NBA players because they ain't had no real break.
They did.
Well, wait a minute.
They have a break.
The losers did, but not King James. They just got through playing.
A break. They wasn't having NBA.
That's true.
They all had a break.
We've been playing while everybody else been watching us.
Who is we?
King James and the Lakers.
You on the team?
I'm something like on the team. I know you saw me on Halloween.
You got a whole uniform.
So, but no, it's crazy because all these teams, they just opened up free agency. Teams are able to make trades and sign players, and they just had the draft. And there's a lot of there are a lot of players that switching teams. I'm excited, but at the same time, again, it's happening so fast. And I love to watch basketball. I love NBA basketball. But I feel like we need a little bit more break.
They had a break. It still is a whole pandemic. They had a break.
That's true.
It wasn't a usual breaking schedule.
Well, you know what?
Schedule.
I think what really kind of got me in this mindset, I feel bad for your boy.
Who, Steph?
I don't feel bad for, I feel bad for Steph, but I'm talking about Clay.
Yeah, the Warriors, for those of y'all who don't know, I like the Lakers because of Kobe, but my team, the Lakers is my team, but my team is the Warriors.
Yeah, I love the Warriors too. And Klay Thompson tore his Achilles.
And
I was talking to one of the coaches the other day, and it seems like nowadays everybody is tearing their Achilles. I just had a homeboy that just tore his Achilles playing basketball.
That's sad.
I don't ever remember hearing athletes and people just tearing their Achilles growing up. I'm trying to figure out what is going on. KD tore his. I think Shaq tore his. Now we got Klay tore his. It's like, what's really going on? I wonder what's causing it.
I don't know.
One of the coaches told me that wearing flip-flops. If you're a hooper, you know what I'm talking about. As a hooper, you was taught to only have your hooping shoes on in the gym. So every time we left the gym, we take off our hooping shoes and put on flip-flops. And so that's just how I was raised. That's just how it was. And so I was talking to one of the coaches, and he was talking about that's one of the reasons why people be tearing their Achilles because because there's no back support in those flip-flops. I don't know. It's just strange to me that, and I hate it for Klay because he just got over the ACL. He sat out all year last year.
They're doing him dirty.
And I think the NBA needs the Warriors back in.
Of course. Is he out for the season?
He's out for the season.
Lord.
He's out for the season. Now they still have Steph. They still got Draymond, and they added a couple more players to their roster. There's some good players.
Well, hopefully they can do it. Steph can do a lot. Steph is my favorite.
I think this is the year where Steph has to prove to the NBA that he's that dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
I put a lot of pressure on Steph because of how much pressure they put on LeBron. That first year they played the Warriors when Kyrie got hurt and Kevin Love got hurt, LeBron had to do pretty much everything himself to try to at least win, but they didn't win. So now I feel like since they put all that pressure on LeBron, now Steph, you 2-time MVP, you gotta step up and you gotta carry your team. You gotta have an MVP type of year. I feel like he will. I feel like he needs to stay healthy because, again, he got hurt last year too. The Warriors was just off the map last year. I know that was a tough year for you.
Don't do that to him. Don't do that.
And then the Lakers win it. Lakers won it too.
I was okay with the Lakers again because I thought it was real rude and disrespectful if the Lakers did not win because of Kobe's passing. So
Right.
I felt that was just rude and disrespectful if they wouldn't have won.
Well, they did.
Now going forward though,
Cue the Queen music. We are the champions, my friend.
okay. Going forward, I will always like the Lakers because of Kobe. Now, who I want to win will be the Warriors. Now, if the Lakers win, I'm not going to be upset. I will not root for that man, but I will go for the Lakers.
What do you think about the Rockets? Let me tell you what bothered me about the Rockets. They talking about how Westbrook and how Harden are demanding these trades. Now, I just heard the other day that Harden did not want to play for the Rockets no more because of the owner. Supposedly, he's a Trump supporter.
Oh.
And Harden... Now, I don't know if this is true, so you can't quote me on this, but I did. Someone sent me an article that said something like that.
Oh.
But even to take out Harden, not even to address Harden, but something that bothered me about what they said Westbrook said. Now, you can't really go off of the media and what they say about what the player said. To me, I just feel like the player has all these platforms. If he wants to really say something,
they
just
can make
say
a
it.
Statement or whatever.
Exactly. What they said Westbrook said was he did not like the culture of the Houston Rockets. And I said, okay, well, I can believe that. However, they just hired a whole new coaching staff.
Oh.
So I'm saying, how are you saying you don't like the culture? And they just did something to change the culture. You putting in a whole new coaching staff. You got these new coaches everywhere, and each coach has their own culture. Like they build their own team culture. They have their own philosophies and stuff like that. And so for him to say he don't like how the team culture and the direction is going, it's like, bruh, they are trying to make changes.
Yeah.
What I think is going to end up happening is the Rockets is going to start rebuilding. Harden is getting older. Westbrook is getting older. And so I just think that they just want to start fresh. But I don't really think they should because we still got Harden. He's still a MVP. Westbrook is still an MVP. I just think they need to get the right pieces around. They got the new coach. So maybe he can put the right pieces together and they can go on a run and change the philosophy of what Mike D'Antoni had and general manager had. So we'll see this season. I don't know what's going to happen, but even though the season is starting next month, it's going to be an exciting season and I'm just ready for it.
We'll see what happens.
Shout out to the Lakers though.
The Warriors.
Walk out on that field today. Ask yourself this question. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. We ready. We ready. We ready. We ready. I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house.
All right, it's game time. Shanika, how do we play this game?
Our game today is 60-second dash, Thanksgiving edition. So we each have 60 seconds to name these items. So I'll be having you guess Thanksgiving foods, and you'll have me guess the top Black Friday items.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
You ready to take this L?
Nah, I'm 2-0.
All right, here we go. Let's start the timer. Ready? Go.
Okay, so this is something, it's white, it has butter in it.
Gravy.
Salt and pepper. It's
mashed potato.
Yes. This is something you put bread. It's with bread. You have
Stuffing?
onions, bell peppers. Yes. This is something. It's brown or white. You put it on
Gravy.
top of. Yes. This is orange. And you put like brown sugar and cinnamon in it. Sometimes it has
yams.
Yes. This is. It's not a dish, but you eat it with your food. It's made of dough.
Tom, how many did I get?
You got 4.
4. All right, 4. So
The
number
score to beat is 4.
All right, here we go. Let's watch the timer. Set, go. Okay, this is on our TV and we use it every day. And it has a lot of movies on it. It has a lot of movie on it. And
Netflix.
Not Netflix, but the other one with all the
Hulu.
Not Hulu.
Fire Stick.
No. Beauty and the Beast.
Disney Plus.
Right. Okay. This is you put this when you want to make nachos in it.
Crock-pot.
All right. This you put this on the floor and
rugs.
It cleans up everything.
A vacuum.
By itself.
A robot vacuum.
All right. You have to buy this at you put this on the TV. We have one. We have a bunch of them.
You put this in the TV?
Yeah, to watch
remote? A
to
Fire
watch
Stick.
Fire Stick. You watch this snap my bad. The crap. What?
You taking my time. You taking my time.
But you know what? We should get points based on how many we could get the person to guess. But anyway, you got Disney Plus, you got Crock-Pot, you got Robot Vacuum, you got Fire Stick. So it's 4-4.
4 and 4.
Okay, this is what we're going to do for the tie, since it's a tie. I have a word that relates to Thanksgiving, and you have to guess that word, but I can only give you one word clues. Based on how many clues it takes you to guess, whoever guesses the word in the least amount of clues wins.
Okay.
Okay, so here are top Thanksgiving destinations. Here's your first clue. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Beach.
Florida.
Really?
All right.
Probably cheating.
I'm not cheating. Anytime I win, y'all know this. Every time.
And why she gonna give me something hard? Anyway, go ahead.
Subway.
New York.
Yeah.
Right.
See.
Nike.
Utah.
Ducks.
Oregon.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
I don't know who would want to go to Oregon for Thanksgiving, but okay. All right, let me focus.
Cold.
Denver. Colorado.
You shouldn't get that.
That's
Denver,
a win.
no. Denver is
no.
not.
That's a win, baby. Let's go.
No, it's not
Finally.
because
No, bruh. You only gave me one clue.
you can't say. So you can say 2 answers on one clue.
Bruh, if I say Denver, what was it? Denver or Colorado?
Colorado.
Denver is in Colorado.
So what?
Man, please, that's a win. I'm gonna take that
No,
win.
That ain't no win.
No, that is definitely
that is not
a
a
win.
win. I didn't
Take
say
the win.
2 answers
Listen.
on one of my clues.
Listen, just take your
You only
L.
get to say
Just take your
one
L.
answer.
Be thankful for your
You
L.
can call it a top. That ain't no win.
Yeah, see how she do it?
No, you see how you.
Yeah. All right,
you
all right.
can't say
Are you done
2.
or you finished?
You need another word.
No,
You
I don't
can't
need
say-
another word.
You can't
That's
say
game.
2 answers. on
Episode
one
3.
clue.
Happy Thanksgiving. Hope y'all have a good time.
Have a good Thanksgiving.
Be thankful for your loved ones. Be thankful for the good food. Be thankful. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my friends. I'm thankful for my job. I'm thankful for episode 3.
That's a wrap.
Hope y'all enjoyed it. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.